Alright, quick update on waves. So we are in the dumps today. Obviously, as I'm sure everyone is already aware, Bitcoin has decided to take a dump today. We are moving down. As of the time of recording this, we have had a slight relief rally. If you do want my full thoughts on what's going on with Bitcoin, I made a separate video for that just a couple of hours ago, so go check that out if you want. That definitely, I talk about how this affects the altcoin market depending on a daily close that we've got coming in today. So this is going to affect waves. If you want the full in-depth update on Bitcoin, then go check that out. However, let's just talk about what's going on with waves itself. If we look at the technicals right now, you can see I've marked this orange box since our last video. This is your last line in the sand. We've got previous lows down here, or yeah, we came back tested this. This was previous resistance, flip support. So this is an important region. And if we zoom out, we're only left with one Fibonacci if we're drawing from our previous all-time high to the low down here. We've got the 236 at $15.73. I've been talking about this for a while. This level absolutely needs to hold, because if we don't hold this level and we do fall below it, in my opinion, there's not really anywhere else for us to go. And you know, I have a tiny touch point down here at $13.55, which is, you know, it's still a fairly decent drop. It's about 18% from where we are, or more specifically, it's about another 15% down if we do take out the lows that we came down to earlier. What I really want to hammer in this video is that we are in a huge bearish trend. I've been talking about this for all of my waves videos. I gave you warning signals when we were up here. I believe we gave warning signals when we were at $50. I gave you warning signals when we crashed through the previous all-time high, and I gave you warning signals when we were at $30, saying that, you know, us falling below the 618 fib is basically like the last nail in the coffin. Since then, you know, the daily EMAs have fired bearish. We keep on putting in these M patterns and just breaking down one after the other. We're really not looking good right now. Volume is really stacking up against waves. It is not just waves that is bearish. Obviously, a lot of the altcoin market right now is bearish because of the move that Bitcoin has done. However, waves was already under fire for, you know, being a supposed Ponzi scheme. I'm not going to jump into the full in-depth you know, story that happened, but if you aren't privy to this information, waves have a USDN stablecoin called USD Neutrino, and that stablecoin lost its peg to $1. They were basically accused of being a Ponzi scheme and using their USDN reserves to pump their coin. And basically this news came out as waves was going on an unprecedented rally, and then their USDN stablecoin started losing all of its purchasing power, and then you know, as they brought back the purchasing power of USDN back to $1, waves absolutely collapsed. So it's not looking good. You know, I'm not necessarily going to bring in my opinion and say what I feel about that, but you know, the news speaks for itself. It's not good. The news isn't good, the chart isn't good. We've broken through our 786 Fibonacci, and as this is a trend, in my opinion, best defined on the daily time frame, from a technical perspective, the trend is done. It is completely done. I don't need to cherry coat it. My channel is not about cherry coating. If you get offended by, you know, me just saying what I see on the screen, then it is what it is. But I'm not, you know, one of those YouTubers that's just going to be like, oh, we're going to have a reversal here, you know, this is a strong level of support, blah blah blah, $100 in the next month. I mean, the chart looks like shit. I'm going to be honest with you, when the chart looks terrible, and the chart looks terrible. The news around waves is terrible, and also the Bitcoin chart is not looking the brightest right now. And if Bitcoin continues to landslide, this could really have a harsh effect on waves. So once again, your literal last line in the sand is $15.78. I really do not think that $13.50 is a huge level of support. However, we do have some support down here, you know, anywhere between $12 to $10. I do think we are going to move down to, and I talked about this, I believe we talked about it when we were all the way up here at $30, and there was actually some guy in the comment section that laughed at me and said $10. I don't think I deleted the comment, so you know, maybe he's still watching this video, but you know, we're coming closer and closer to $10. I do think there is going to be a strong support floor down here at $10. You know, however, waves does not look good right now. So once again, $15.75. We absolutely need to hold this. If you're watching this and we've landslided below it, keep your eyes out for a daily close. A daily close below $15.75 would mean that, in my opinion, Waves is going to go down to $10. That's really as simple as it is. I really don't want to focus on the lower time frames. You know, they're all samey, like the 4 hours accumulating bearish momentum. We've had multiple bearish retests of these 4 hourly EMAs. It just does not look good at all. And like I said, I'm not the YouTuber to sugarcoat things. I'm not, you know, the YouTuber where I'm trying to pat you on your back and make you feel good about your investments. I'm literally here to say what I see in the charts, and if I think that the charts look terrible, I'm not going to clickbait it and say, oh, we're going to reverse out of nowhere. I'm going to tell you how it is. And I'm telling you how it is. This chart looks like dog shit. It is probably one of the worst altcoin charts that I've ever seen. And I've been trading crypto for the past 3 to 4 years now, since late 2018. It is not a good sign where you have a previous all-time high, you have a long accumulation range. So this is a good sign. I mean, having a long accumulation range is good. Breaking above the all-time high, that is great. We didn't backtest the all-time high, so that was your first warning signal. We came right up to the 1.618 in like a couple of days. That was your second warning signal. Your third warning signal was the fact that the USDN lost its stablecoin status. Once again, that's your third warning signal. Your fourth warning signal was everyone, you know, accusing Waves of being a Ponzi scheme. Your fifth warning signal was it breaking below the wick of the all-time high. I mean, it would have been fine if it just went like this, took its time, came down, back tested this as support, and then went off to the races. But it didn't. It completely fell through the previous all-time high. It's completely invalidated it. I mean, look at this. We had a blow-off top. We've already seen the blow-off top, in my opinion, and we're coming back down into this accumulation range again. Your sixth bearish signal was the fact that, you know, once we did break below the all-time high, we said, okay, we'll give Waves the benefit of the doubt. Let's also draw the all-time high in terms of the candle body close. And we broke below that as well. So that was your sixth warning signal. Your seventh warning signal, your double 618 fib. Now from this low to this high, you've got a 618 here. From this high to this low, you've got a 618 down here. Together they make this orange box, and we completely landslided below them. That is your seventh warning signal. Your eighth warning signal, we broke below the 786 Fibonacci. So like I said, I'm not the YouTuber who's here to pat you on your back and make you feel good about your investments. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to shill you. I'm not here to clickbait and, you know, lie about what I see. I'm always going to say what I see in the charts, even if it's not the most popular opinion. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to sugarcoat this and dance around words and say, oh, it looks kind of bearish, but, you know, if we do this, then we'll be bullish again. Like, the chart looks terrible. It looks garbage. We're back in the accumulation range. We're below the 786 because of all those warning signals. I'm very bearish on Waves, unfortunately. If we have a huge momentum shift out of nowhere, so be it. I mean, the squeeze mom is calling for a momentum shift, but I do think we have more room to go to the downside. And once again, you know, this all depends on whether we hold $15.75. Went off on a ramble there talking about the red flags, but nonetheless, these do need to be talked about. The chart looks terrible. I wouldn't be doing anyone any favors if I just said, you know, Waves has come down to a strong area of support. Let's hope we see a bounce and then new all-time highs in the next couple of weeks. That's not what my channel's like. I'm here to tell you what I see in the charts, and the charts look like shit. That is all I've got for you for Waves today. Honestly, best of luck if you're in Waves. Like, I'm bashing Waves because it looks bad, but, you know, I do hope that if you are in Waves, you do make successful trades. That is all I see for you. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.